Hello, my name is Gavin McHale, and if you found this video and clicked the link, I'm assuming you're an online coach. So if you're an online coach already making money, but secretly feeling like you're working way too hard for it, or if you've hit 10K, 20K, maybe even 50K months, but it feels like a grind just to maintain that momentum, then you're not alone. I made this video specifically for you because I've been there and a bunch of my clients have been there. So my job is to help you get out of your own way to make more money in an aligned way. And I essentially help online coaches hit multiple six and seven figures in two ways by mentoring you and, if applicable, your team one on one, and by installing my unfair advantage coaching framework into your business. So what makes this different is we don't do anything by adding a whole bunch more work to your plate, content, cold messages, all that stuff that everyone hates doing. I know you already feel like you're working too much. And honestly, if you don't already feel like you're working too much, then you're watching the wrong video. But if you're already exhausted, but you know that you should be doing better, keep listening. Because what we do is we build your business with you by helping you create something that attracts, that converts, and that retains dream clients on repeat. We do that by making you magnetic. Okay. And this video is going to walk through exactly how that works. So I want to be honest with you. What I'm seeing is that most of the coaching world and most of the business coaches out there on social media, it seems like they're still stuck in 2022 and not seeing a massive shift that I'm seeing. They are running on what I call push marketing. They're telling you to DM more people, DM everybody under the sun, post more content on more platforms. Here's how to trick the algorithm. Here's some specific tactics and all these things. They're trying to teach you to basically persuade or force anybody that you can to get on a sales call. And the big thing they're doing is they're having you only collect paid in fulls so they can post it on their social media and look better, leaving you freaking out on the first of every month. And maybe I shouldn't have said that, but at the end of the day, this is what I'm seeing happening. And this can work. But if you're anything like me and my clients, you recognize it's super draining. And the moment you stop pushing, everything slows to a halt and it doesn't work anymore. The truth is, most coaches, you included, likely don't have a lead flow problem like they think they do. Everyone comes to me, everyone comes to every business coaching saying, every business coach saying they need more leads. You probably don't. The problem you have is a trust problem. Okay. Most coaches haven't built the kind of presence, positioning, or content that attracts the right people in the first place and attracts people who trust them and want to buy from them. So if your business only grows when you do more and you're feeling like you're having to convince people to sign up with you, then you don't have a scalable business. You have a pair of handcuffs that's dressed up like a business. And that is the real problem. Nothing to do with leads. Okay. So the shift that I help my clients make, and the one that honestly changed everything for me, is moving from this push for growth to attraction type marketing. So what does that actually mean? Okay. So mainly three things here. Okay. Dialing in your message, now, not just your content, but also your DMs and the conversations that you have with people, dialing in that messaging so that it speaks directly to the type of people you want and actually pushes away the people that you don't want. Now, you've probably heard this before, but the specific thing I'm talking about is positioning you against what they think is the only way to make it work. And I'll explain that more when you get into the program. Next is creating marketing assets that sell for you. Now, one of those assets is going to be something exactly like this, but also I ask so many of my clients, hey, what's the pre-call mechanisms that you have to help people get to know you better instead of just getting on the call and then forcing them to buy? So pre-call warming mechanisms and things like that to get people warmed up before they talk to you. And then building a business structure and systems that create demand without you being in the DMs and on calls all day, and create a type of program and transformation that doesn't require you to be on them all the time, but also gives them enough support that they're actually going to get what they need out of the curriculum. So, yes, we focus more on client results and retention because they matter, but the breakthrough really happens before that. When you become someone that people seek out instead of chasing them down. That's what we install. So messaging, marketing, delivery, that all kind of work together to create a business that grows, whether or not you post every single day or on every single platform, or you use the right hashtags or whatever other bullshit that everybody's teaching you. So this all comes together in what I call the unfair advantage coaching framework. And there's a few ways that we kind of put this together, but at the heart of it is a method called the 3 pillar profit system. Because guys, anytime someone's sharing gross revenue numbers with you, you may as well just throw that out the window because it's garbage. We need to build a profitable business of cash that you keep. And so this 3 pillar profit system is built on 3 key things: clients, cash flow, and continuity. So, pillar number 1, clients. We don't just help you get more clients, we help you attract more of the right ones that are going to be easy sales and great clients. Because people who pay more and who have built more trust before the program starts will stay longer and will genuinely get better results. I always say I wouldn't want to work with anyone that I wouldn't gladly go for a coffee with. And when I ask my clients if they can say the same thing, most of them say no. Okay. So this is going to start with clarifying the messaging, clarifying the positioning of you as a thought leader and of you as someone who is giving them something that they don't already know or don't already think they know. We want people to raise their hands before you pitch them anything. Okay. So that's the client pillar. Second pillar is cash flow. What I notice about every single coaching business when it starts growing the old way is 2 key things. First, the business owner is going to pay out the ass in either time or money for client acquisition. So VAs, sending tons of messages, ads, all that stuff that no one ever shares that they're doing on social media when they flash their top end gross revenue numbers. The second thing is these businesses are built on constantly needing to market and sell. They're so focused on front end acquisition that they basically forget about clients once they pay them, or they offload them to some newbie coach who can't deliver at the level that they can and can't deliver at the level that, frankly, they promise the clients. It's a one and done transaction, and that's not how I want to build a business. In fact, it's the opposite of how I want to build a business. But with the right message, you're going to attract the right people and selling will become much easier. With the right framework for how you charge and how you actually build the back end of things, you're not going to panic on the first of the month again. And with more focus on delivery, your back end offer is going to fill naturally. Clients are going to renew without resistance. They're going to get great results. You make more money and you add zero front end acquisition cost or effort. Plus, with easier client retention, you're going to keep more of the money you make. That's how we build more profit. Okay. Pillar number 3 is continuity. This is what's going to give you real freedom in 6 months, a year, multiple years, because I don't think you want to be white knuckling your business for the next 10 years. Your business will run on consistency because it's built on long-term relationships, not built on one-off transactions. Okay. So many coaches are asking the wrong question. They're asking, how can I make money today? Instead of, how can I provide value for the rest of my life that will then pay me? Okay. Your systems and the assets that we help you build are going to work in the background, and you're not constantly going to have to be filling your calendar and putting things every which way. Okay. Now, part of that is actually going to be helping you create your own video just like this one that's going to essentially become a full-time setter and a full-time salesperson for you, make your life a lot easier. Now, because I'm sure you're like, well, where did all this come from? How do I know this is going to work? This is not a theory. This is already working inside multiple coaching businesses of varying levels. So first of all, my client B, she's now been working with me for almost 2 years. She used this framework to tighten up her messaging. She cleaned up her client journey a lot and really extended the lifetime value of every person she worked with. And the most importantly, we got her in a space where she energetically can support everyone in her business without going crazy. And she went from around 850K the year we started working together to 1.3 million in 2024, all while maintaining really, really healthy profit margins as her team grew. And so I think that's crucial. Like, your team is going to grow as you keep building. but we got to make sure we maintain those margins. Then my client Kat, she's also been with me for almost 2 years. She was able to all but pull herself out of her business completely, start homeschooling her 2 kids. They're going to the Bahamas for like a month this summer and living there. And she maintains crazy profit margins on a 7-figure business. And then, it's not just 7-figure businesses. We got my client Nika. She was doing like session by session therapy and making freaking pennies driving all over the UK. She shifted that into an online coaching offer and a framework that helps women get incredible results and pays her without her having to drive all over the place. These are not people who started from scratch. They were already successful, and we installed systems that made their business smoother, more profitable, and less dependent on them. So here's what we do together. We are going to install all this inside your business, customized to you, your team, your delivery style, the type of business you have. Okay. We're going to help you clarify your offer and position it in a way that people get it, position it against other things and other ideologies so that people get it. We're going to build content and marketing that attracts ideal clients, and there is no cold outreach. We're going to create your own evergreen video asset like this one and a lot of other assets that do the heavy lifting for you. Set up systems and maybe even install my system for client transformation that will drastically improve retention and back-end sales. And if you got a team, we'll mentor them too. We don't want you to be the bottleneck anymore. So you get high touch support from me personally, plus frameworks, tools, systems, all built for a real coaching business. Okay. So if you're already making over 100K a year in your business and you know there's another level of growth available without adding more pressure, without adding a ton more team members, without adding a huge ad spend or more tactics that you can't sustain, then let's talk. Okay. You can apply to work with me. There's no sales call unless it's a fit. I do not want to talk to you on the phone unless we know it's going to be a fit. We'll look at your business. We'll figure out what's working, figure out what's not working. We'll install systems that bring the right people to you, get them results, and build a kind of business that actually supports your life. That's what we do here. So if this resonated with you, and if you're ready to attract more high ticket clients without more hustle, then go on Instagram and DM me the word framework. I'm going to send you the details on how we can work together. Like I said, no sales call unless it's a fit. I just want to get clarity through the conversation and we'll move from there. Hope this has been helpful for you. We'll talk soon.